Watch, the EFF is launching its 1 million members campaign in Soweto at the Hector Peterson Memorial. This follows the resolution to have 1 million members by December this year. Our reporter Natasha Phiri is following up on that story.
Well, very good morning to you, and of course to our SABC viewers. We're coming to you all the way from the Hector Peterson Memorial here in Soweto, where the EFF is just about to launch its 1 million EFF membership campaign. And of course, you would remember earlier on this year when the EFF had its plenum in January, the CCT had actually, deliberated and said that it would be focusing on growing the party this year and rebuilding the organization, and of course intensifying its public recruitment drives ahead of the national polls in 2024. The Central Command Team, CCT had actually resolved and had branded the year 2022 as the year of the branch, and of course they will be openly recruiting people. You heard there the CIC yesterday saying that by the end of the year, December 2022, the party should have about 1 million card-carrying members. But actually, to talk us more through this, we're joined by the Secretary General of the party, Mr. Marshall Dlamini. Mr. Dlamini, you've been very busy this week, in and out of court, SONA, and now you're launching your campaign. I mean, what is the importance of this, and how feasible would it be to actually reach those 1 million targets?
Well, greetings to the viewers at home. Yes, it's been a busy week, but it's who we are as the EFF. We're an organization that is busy because ours is a commitment to people of South Africa. Until all of them, they've achieved economic freedom in their lifetime, we're going to remain busy. The CCT met on the Central Command Team, which is the highest decision-making body between conferences, met on the 21st of January and took a resolution that we need to go back to the branches. We need to go back to the basics. That's why it resolved that this year it's a year of the branch, meaning that all of us as members of the EFF, from national leadership, all of us, we're going to go back to our branches, renew our members, and make sure that we reach a target of 1 million, not just 1 million members in terms of data, but we want 1 million activists on the ground, because we know that the strength of this organization, as outlined in our constitution, is that the basic unit of the EFF, it's a branch. So this year we're just not talking just data collection, but we said all of us, let's go and do membership renewal. We're going to do membership verification, so that even those that join the EFF and then they are not active, the call is upon them to say the only way we're going to change the material conditions of our people in this country is for us to be on the ground physically and be within communities and make sure that the issues of our communities, they are attended by us. So that's what we're coming here to do, to launch an EFF Red Friday as well, because we said that part of the solutions is that we must do a public recruitment, because we have seen through our own diagnosis, because as an organization we do what we call self-criticism, and part of the issues that we realize that some of the members that get recruited, they get recruited secretly at home without proper induction. After that recruitment, then they don't get active because they were not inducted before they've taken. Some of them, they even get elected to leadership structures. Only once they are elected, it's the only time they realize that we've got so much responsibility. So we're going to do a public recruitment. Each and every member of the public must join the EFF. We're going to do public induction. They must be inducted publicly, so that before they take responsibility, they know what is the EFF, what is it about. They must know that joining the EFF, it means allegiance to the 7 non-negotiable cardinal pillars. So all those things are as part of rebuilding the organization, so that our members, they understand the policies of the organization. They must not get shocked once they are members that we want expropriation of land without compensation. So it is a program today. The President and the Commander-in-Chief is going to give the key note address in terms of what is the plan from here up until December. But ours is to take it back to the basics, to the branches, to the ground, to our communities.
Mr. Dlamini, your target is 1 million members. What is your current membership?
Look, the current membership now is sitting at above 600,000, but we are saying even those members, all of us, we are renewing, because as I'm saying that we don't want to work, we don't want to deal with data. We want active fighters, want active ground forces that we can count. That is what part of what we're going to be doing is membership verification. So the branches have to go and call their own membership and say want to verify these members physically, so that all of us, we get re-inducted, all of us will understand what is expected of us. So we will reach that 1 million easily as members, but we are saying we don't want 1 million just of data, because that is not going to help us on building the organization. We need active people on the ground that we can touch and verify on a daily basis.
And this campaign is also targeted at growing the EFF. I mean, in 2016, your numbers were at 8%. Last year, around 10%. You further want to grow the party towards the 2024 national elections. What is your target for then?
Look, the target is to get 1 million members that are going to be activists of the EFF, not supporters. We're talking members, and members, they must be activists. That means they must be part of the daily activities of the organization at a branch level, at a community level. They must be the lifeblood of the organization, because the target is that for 2024 we are going for everything. We are going for a total takeover of the country. We knew what happened to 2021, and we had a 2-year slump because of COVID-19. That's why we've taken a decision that now that we believe COVID is past us and it's never coming back again to disrupt society, it's time that we must go and be with our people, because we haven't been with our people for the last 2 years because of the restrictions.
Let's also talk about issues that occurred this week. Mainly, besides your court case, the president had a media briefing with members of the media. He spoke about the JSC. We know that Commissioner, EFF leader Julius Malema actually sits on the JSC. They've recommended Justice Maya to be the next Chief Justice. Speaking to members of the media on Thursday, the president had said that the prerogative actually lies with him. Although the JSC has actually chosen Justice Maya, he will be consulting with political parties over this matter. Have these consultations actually happened between the president?
Look, he has not consulted with us, but there's nothing to consult with us. There is a structure of JSC.
But he's the one that said he would be consulting with political parties after reading the report by the JSC.
No, but he must know that he's a democratic elected president. He's not a supreme ruler. This is not his private property. He still works within the confines. Is that going to pass the public scrutiny? Is it going to make, because even if he's taking a decision, they must be rational. Can't just take a decision because he's a president. He's a politician. He's elected through parliament. So even if he's a president, yes, he's got the final say, but they must make sense. They must be rational. They can't just do things, because that means tomorrow he can just wake up and say, because I'm the president, there must be death sentence against South Africa. It doesn't work that way. So he must stop dreaming. There is a process that was taken through the JSC. They said on a long process which South Africans, it was done in a transparent manner, which South Africans, they observed that process, and the candidate Maya is the one that was recommended, and we don't expect anything. That's why I said there's no need for consultation, because all those things were done transparently. Why does want to do a secret meeting when interviews were done transparently and people of South Africa, they saw it and they witnessed it? That's why even when there was that recommendation, you could see from the public itself that everyone, they were happy to say, we saw her, we saw how she performed. Why she wants secret meetings now of some consultation? He must just go and implement what the recommendation of the JSC. It is a recognized and a proper structure. It's a lawful structure, that JSC. So it's not some structure that was set up somewhere. It's set by parliament. It's members of parliament who are lawmakers elected to go there and take decisions. So they've done the work as public, ordinary members of the country. We witnessed those interviews, we saw what transpired, and we agree with the recommendation of the JSC. So all it really needs to do is to go and implement that. If it's got respect of people of South Africa, if it's got respect of women, we are saying we're about to make history. After so many years, we never heard we never had a leader in that institution of a woman. Yes, a woman who must go and be to go and head the JSC. So why do you want to deny that? That means even the transformation that he's talking about is just a slip service. Now he must prove that he's serious about the issues of women, because if he doesn't appoint that woman, he must know that in his life he must never speak about women issues.
You're currently in court against AfriForum. I mean, it's too early to preempt what the outcomes may be. But I mean, in terms of the EFF, how are you sussing out everything? Do you actually hope that the judge will actually rule in your favor?
Look, we leave that to the judge, but we were confident. We went to court, we presented our story, and everything that we've said to that court, we stand by it. So how the judge rules, because we're hoping they will rule in our favor, but one thing we are not ashamed of is who we are, and that one we're not going to change, regardless of what the court says. Even if the court can rule against us, it's not going to change for who we are, fighting for our people and holding those that still in charge of our economy and our land, to tell them the truth. We're going to speak the truth to the racist. We're going to tell them who they are. We're going to sing our songs. We're going to conduct our political programs the way we want to see it, including court. It cannot come and tell us of how to conduct ourselves on the picket lines. We are an organization that is grounded within the people. So until the issues of land, the issues of economy in this country are resolved, those that are comfortable to see our people living in squalor and in poverty, and they are comfortable to hold on to the land and hold on to the economy, they must know that ours is we're going to make them uncomfortable. So we're going to speak truth to the power, and the real power is those ones that control the JSE, the white monopoly that is speaking on this country. If the ruling party, they can't speak to them, then they must know ourselves are going to confront them. So nothing changes. Whatever ruling that happens, we're going to speak truth to power.
Mr. Dlamini, thank you so much for your time. Of course, that was the Secretary General of the EFF, Mr. Marshall Dlamini, just unpacking today's events, also saying that their target for the EFF membership should be 1 million this year. Also outlining their road to the 2024 national elections, saying that his aim is actually to take it all. If you'll know, I mean, earlier on we spoke about the growth of the party at the polls, 8%, around 8% in 2016 to around 10.8% in last year's local government elections. It would be interesting also to know that the number of councillors that, the EFF actually had from 2016 was around 826 to around 1,000, I beg your pardon, and 66 in last year's local government elections. With that said, the stage is ready. It's all systems go for today's launch. And of course, as SABC News, we'll be giving you all the latest updates and developments in regards to the story. It's back to you in studio.
All right, Natasha Phiri, thank you so much. Northwest